Hello, everyone. We are back for another live stream. I'm Allegra Jackson, the founder of Women into Networking W.I.N. I have the pleasure of introducing my mentor extraordinaire, Mrs. Ernise Cummings. And she is also a corporate sponsor, been a corporate member for Women into Networking W.I.N. for years. I can say years now. I'm so excited. And also, just leading into this year of legacy for me, I get the pleasure of having everyone in one room this year for the conference in March. And Mrs. Ernise is going to be one of our speakers. So, guys, tune in, share this live, and let everyone know that we are here so that they can hear all the wonderful things that you guys are going to experience this year with Mrs. Ernise's companies, as well as seeing her at the conference. Okay? Tune in. Mrs. Ernise, can you go ahead and tell everyone who you are and what you do?
Hi, everyone. I'm Ernise Cummings, and first and foremost, I am a corporate partner sponsor for Women in Networking, one of my favorite organizations. In addition to that, I am the founder and CEO of an amazing nonprofit, which is Secret Miracles Inc. And at Secret Miracles Inc., we support students in college prep, career planning, and entrepreneurship. In addition, I am an SBA score mentor. So you may say, what is that? So we support small businesses in every aspect. So if you're new, if you already had it for a couple of years, or you just want to make some changes, SCORE offer free mentorship. So also, I know that's a lot, right? Also, I am a realtor in the state of Georgia, in the state of Georgia. I'm from New Orleans, so anyway. But and I have Ernise LLC. So Ernise LLC is my personal business where I support small businesses in understanding how to do business with the federal government. And in addition to that, I have the number one bestseller, which says How to Do Business with the Federal Government. So that's who I am. Over to you, Allegra.
Okay, I hope this static is not being its thing again, but I hope you guys can hear me good. So, Mrs. Ernise, thank you so much for presenting yourself. Guys, Mrs. Ernise has been in my life before W.I.N, and she was the driving force of why W.I.N is really here today because I needed the help. So, if you guys need support, mentorship, guidance, being in the right rooms with the right people, it matters. So thank you so much, Mrs. Ernise, for everything that you have done all these years. I feel like I want her forever. I will say too, you have grown so much in the years that I have even been around you, just watching you succeed and being a number one bestseller, being on our stage the year before last and just helping us with our first conference. Let everyone know what you are going to, well, let's put it like this, what they're going to experience at the conference when they see you.
Well, what I am going to bring to the conference is energy, excitement, knowledge, and some gifts. Everybody like gifts. So, my intent is to ensure that all attendees understand how important it is, whatever business that you're in, that you give it 100%. And Allegra and I was just talking about our word for the year. My word is trust. So I will be speaking on trust as well as I network. Because if you don't have individuals that you can trust to support you on your journey, then you need to start over. Because without trust, you can't move forward. You cannot do it by yourself. I had to learn that about a year and a half ago. I was trying to do everything myself and it didn't work. So I had to regroup, realign myself. And I can tell you, it was one of the best moves that I made. So when you come to the Women Conference, March 6th and 7th, expect to learn, expect to network, and like I say, expect to get some gifts, and expect to leave with a renewed spirit. So that's what I intend to bring to the Women's Conference in March. So don't be square, be there.
She said, be there. Yes, you brought amazing gifts last time. And beautifully wrapped, by the way. And I also want to say, that's the value of what, you all get just being around Mrs. Ernise in any room I've been in with you. You have brought like the fire, the passion, and the love for people. I will say, too, for what you shared with the challenges. Okay. I just want to kind of segue just a tiny bit because we like to learn through our lessons and we celebrate all of our wins here. You said that you faced your own challenges in your growth, right? And I want you to share any words of wisdom outside of what you've already said that could encourage someone who may be going through, some of their own challenges.
So, one challenge that I speak about often because I mentor a lot of people is when you have a team of individuals. And I know a lot of us with small businesses, we want all the help we can get. We want to bring people into the fold. But one challenge that I had that I really, really, really had to manage was having individuals that were attached to me, but they weren't really about me, about my business, and about what I was trying to do. They were like just riding along for the on the purse strings. I guess that's the best way to say it. So I had to make a decision to cut some folks because money is very important. And when you're putting out money and you're not getting a return, which is another topic I probably will talk about at the women's conference, when you're not getting a return on your money, then it's like just taking it and throwing it away and just doing it over and over and over again. So, what I had to learn in this challenge was as much as I didn't want to, I had to let some people go and I had to revamp how I was doing business. It's nice to be nice, but it's better to make money and to make profit for your business. Because if you keep taking money out of your own home, I'm going to say it again. If you keep taking money out of your own home and you're not bringing in money, then that is not the way that God wants us to do business, because that's on a road of failure. So that's one of the biggest challenges I had to deal with. And I'm glad that I made some of the decisions that I made. It had nothing to do with the people. It was me learning how to run my business more efficiently and being about God's business and doing the work that He gave me to do, which changed my financial position. So now I get residual income. So probably going to talk about that too at the W.I.N conference. So if you don't have your ticket, you need to get it.
I love that. Thank you so much for those really insightful words of wisdom, because I personally have, gone through my own challenges, and I've seen where, sometimes we give a little too much, and that's, it's not always a bad thing, but I think we have to determine how to be wise about giving. So thank you for that lesson. I also want people to know more about what you do before we end. This is just a taste, everyone. When you guys come to the conference, you're going to see the full blown everything from the activities to the speakers, but just being in the room. Like I said, Mrs. Ernise, if you guys ever wanted to be near someone who has had this much experience that she's about to tell you about, this is your moment. Okay. So Mrs. Ernise, can you let them know what they can get involved in when it comes down to you? Because for me, I was able to see my future as a doctor because of your guidance. I was also able to be this, positioned in this way as my nonprofit leader, because of your guidance. So tell people what they experience when they get with you.
So you get honesty. I'm going to tell you the truth, for real. I mean, if you want to be a baker and you can't bake, I'm going to be like, look, girl, you probably need to figure something else out unless you go to baker school. I'm going to be honest. So that's why I say, my word is trust. And I guess I need to add honesty. Because when you're honest with yourself first, then you can do better. You can move forward. So working with me, what do you get? You get a person that has a heart. You get a person that's honest. You get a person that you can trust. You get an individual that's going to tell you the truth and guide you where I feel from my experience, which now is over 50 plus years in the business world. So I didn't mention this, but I am a federal employee. I retired in 2014 because of my knowledge. They brought me back. So I am what you call a rehired annuitant. So yes, I give my time 4 hours a day to my organization, and I help small businesses understand the process of doing business with the federal government. So you would get knowledge and you will get a baseline where you can walk away and develop your own strategic plan. And if you don't know how to do that, we have Miss Allegra Jackson Company that can help you get your strategic plan in place and a whole lot more. So you're going to get a path of understanding. You're going to get my connection, my number, and people who know me can tell you. You can call Miss Ernise. You can email me. I am not hard to find. Okay. And I do return my phone calls and I do answer my email. So you get the whole package when you talk with Miss Ernise. You know, I don't ask for stuff in return for giving out free information because somebody gave me free information in my career and that propelled me to be where I am today. So, in addition to that, I just want to say right now in the works, I am scheduled to be on the cover of Game Changers magazine in March for Women's Business Month. So, if all goes as planned, y'all will see this shiny face on the cover magazine in March. And I also would like to say that I'm going to be banging. Okay. But you will have fun at the Women's Conference. You will meet a lot of amazing speakers. And as Miss Allegra on her journey, she's offering each and every one of the speakers to speak. I ask each and every one of you to tune in and listen to the speakers. Follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, you know, wherever we are. Visit, join, have other people join, because this organization is for women and the men who support us in doing what we do and being the best that we can be. And one day, each of us will wake up and say, wow, WIN is not only on the map, but it's on the globe. I have faith and I believe that this organization was birthed to help other women, and I see it every day. So if you're not a part of Women in Networking, you need to join the membership. And guess what? There is a free one, okay? You need to come to the conference and just reach out. And I want to say, just be blessed.
Wow. And y'all heard it straight from the mouth of one of our major supporters, guys. Without the people who build this community, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much, Mrs. Ernise, for everything that you do. You guys, not only will you get all of that at the conference with her, you will also be able to be in the room to be seen. Sometimes you don't get the opportunity because the person doesn't see you, and you saw she's very well connected, okay? So thank you so much again. And you guys make sure that you visit secretmiraclesinc.org. That is a community that is also a very close community to us here at WIN, because not only will you be able to get guidance from Mrs. Ernise and her team, but there's so many additional resources on there that maybe you haven't even thought about that's available to you. So thank you so much for what you provide, Mrs. Ernise, and make sure you guys donate, okay, to her nonprofit. That's the backbone of our economy. I just want to thank everyone who joined us today. I saw LaDavia. Thank you for being here. Dr. Manuela, Nisa, thank you so much, sis. And you guys, we will see you on the next live stream. Bye-bye.